body. There we go. So let's go and stand up. Good. All right. And what we're going to do first is just sit down. So we just need to find the ground, find the floor, place your feet, your heels, and your toes on the floor. Your legs might be hips distance apart or a little bit more wide. It's up to you, what you feel comfortable. And when you place your feet on the floor, try to grow tall without lifting your head up. So keep your eyes looking forwards, but send the crown of your head towards the ceiling and breathe. Every time you breathe in, feel your ribcage expanding forwards to the side and to the back. And when you exhale, feel your ribcage getting down and inside your body. So let's just take a few breaths first. You can soften your knees if you want to. Concentrate on your breathing. Good. All right, so first what you're going to do, just release and breathe natural. And then we're going to start moving your right side. So bring your right shoulder up and down. Your right shoulder up and down. We are not doing anything on the left side at the moment, just the right shoulder up and down. So right shoulder get close to your ear and then release it down. Good. Let's start moving a little bit more your body together with your shoulder. So when you lift your right shoulder up, you might bend a little bit towards your left side, like in a natural way. So allow your body to follow your shoulder coming up and down, and breathe in and out. So now you do some side bending. You can take the right arm up with your shoulder stretching and then bring it down. And then shoulder and arm up and stretch the side and down. So you're still bending to the left side when you're doing your right side. So let's take it easy and keep it going. Inhale. When you inhale, allow your rib cage to expand to the side and exhale when you bring it down. Inhale up and exhale down. Just one more. And then you stop your arm on the side. You're still doing your right side. Now you're going to move your right shoulder forward and your right shoulder backwards. So again, only your shoulder, move it forward and backwards. You're only doing your shoulder first. But then I know it's easy to add your trunk as well. So you allow your body to rotate with your shoulder. So your shoulder forwards, rotate your body, shoulder backwards, and rotate your body. But the main thing is thinking about your shoulder. And you can use your head as well and keep your head moving. Forward and backward on your right shoulder. And let's add your arms. So right arm comes forward, right arm goes backwards. So you're sending your arm forward, sending your arm backwards. Forwards and backwards. Left arm, left side is not doing anything. But you can use your whole body. Just keep your feet nice on the floor and your right side moving. One more. Forwards and backwards. And then you can stop and release your arm, release. So you might feel a little bit different your right from your left side already because you've been working your right. So let's do the same on your left side. So left shoulder up and down. First, you're only doing the shoulder. Breathe in and out. We're just starting doing the shoulder, but now at the same time with your shoulder, you can use a little bit of side bending. So shoulder up and bend to the side, bring the shoulder down. Let's make it easy first. It's not huge movement, just allow your body to come up and do your side bending. Good, then let's bring your left arm all the way up as well to stretch, and then bring your arm all the way down. And up, inhale on your side of the rib cage, exhale when you come up. Breathe in and out. Two more. Good, so you'll do the side bend, the last one now. And then release. Relax your arm. So left shoulder forward, left shoulder backwards. Forward and backwards. Good. On this one, it's easy to edge your trunk, your rotation on your body. So yes, allow your body to go forward with your shoulder and backwards as well. So your head can move. Just keep your feet nice on the floor. You're not moving your feet. And forward and backwards. And let's add now your arm as well. So when your shoulder goes forwards, allow your arms to go forwards and then backwards. Like if you're pushing forward, if you're pushing backwards. Just allow your upper body to be moving from the left side. Just one more forwards, one more backwards. And then release your arm. Now notice that both of your arms are like more equal, they just work and they feel better right now. Good, all right. So you're gonna place your right hand on the front of your pelvis and your left hand on the back, on the back of your pelvis. Good, so you've got your squeezing your pelvis. So what we're gonna try to do is the pelvic clock, the same movement we do on the pelvic clock. So you soften your knees first, just make sure you soften your knees, and then you're gonna send your pelvis forward and backwards, like the one we do when we lie on the floor and we imagine there's a clock over your pelvis. When 12 comes up and 6 down, then 6 up and 12 down. Good, so we're just moving on the pelvis. Yeah, good, and place both of your hands on the pelvis, on the back of the pelvis, and try to carry on moving. And you can move your hands a little bit, gliding up and down, so you feel that your pelvis is moving and your lumbar spine is moving as well. So you've got less arc and then more arc when you move your pelvis. Yeah, all right, and stop and shake it out. Good. We're just warming up that part of the body. So now let's have your hands on your pockets. So like if you have pockets on your trousers. Good. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you on the side. You're going to push your hands back to send your hips back, but you're not bending your knees. Just soften your knees, but don't bend. And then bring yourself up again. And then use your hands to bend, to push your hips back. So allow your spine to be straight. You're not curving and not bending your spine, and then come up. And let's do a few of them. I'm just gonna watch you. Good. Melanie, you don't need to go quite low, just a little bit. Just bend a little bit forward your trunk, and then bring yourself up. That's better, yeah, that's it. Push and up. All right, now I'm gonna add your knees as well. But first, you do your hips, and then you bend your knees. Then you can come low. But remember to keep your spine long. And then push your feet on the floor to stand up. Good. So let's go again. Hips first, then bend your knees, come low. Keep your long spine. Push your feet down the floor to stand up. Let's keep it doing without your arms. So just release your arms. Hips, knees. Stay there a little bit. Long spine and push from the floor to stand up. Good. Let me just carry on a few more. Hips, knees. Make sure your knees are not coming inside. They stay in line. That's it. And push up. One more. Hips, knees. Stay down there a little bit. Stay down there. Make sure you've got a long spine. And then let's raise your arms towards the ceiling. Breathe. So let me show you on the side. So you're trying not to arc. You're trying not to look too high. Keep your eyes gazing, looking towards the floor. And then push your feet down the floor, release your arms, breathe up. And let's go again. Hips first, and then knees, standing your arms up forwards, and hold on that mini squat. Stay there, concentrate on that position. Good, breathe, stay there. And then push your feet down, standing up, release your arms, come up. Good job, all right, and shake it out. We are going down to the floor now. And to go down to the floor, we're going to do some roll down all the way. Okay, so make sure you've got space in front of you. Place your feet on the floor, a bit like hips distance apart. Send the crown of your head towards the ceiling. Breathe in first. And when you exhale, chin down to your chest and allow your head to drop. Allow your arms to be easy and come down. Rolling your spine, vertebra by vertebra, belly buttoning. Exhale on the way down. You can bend your knees if you want to. Try to get close to the floor. Stay there. Breathe. Good. And let's come up one time. So breathe in. And then let's start rolling up, vertebra by vertebra, pushing your pelvis down to allow your lumbar spine and your spine to roll up. And your head is the last one to come up. Good. Next time we're going to stay down there and then we're going to walk forward, okay? So breathe in first. When you exhale, allow your head and your arms and your shoulders to drop. Belly button in, rolling vertebra by vertebra. Go slowly. If you need to bend your knees, you do. Otherwise, keep your legs straight. Try to reach your hands on the floor. And then let's walk your hands forwards until you get to your all four. So you can bend your knees, place on the floor. And then let's go to your child's pose. Just release a little bit on the floor. Go to your child's pose and breathe. Stay there and breathe. Good job. And then come back to your all fours. Good. Release your toes firm. Just release your feet. Good. All right. So let's start doing your cat and cow to work on your spine articulation. So just make sure your hands underneath your shoulder, knees underneath your hips, and then drop your head and your tailbone, sending your back up, belly button in, push your hands on the floor and exhale. And then to change position, lifting your head and your tailbone, dropping your belly, opening your chest, inhale. So keep it going. Use your breath when you change from one to the other one. You can go slowly. Just note your spine, your breathing in and out. Just gonna see what you're doing, but carry on. All right, and next time you cross the middle, just stop between these two extremes and stay there. So let's maybe find a little bit the neutral spine position where you cannot arc now or you cannot drop your spine. Lengthen it, send the crown of your head toward the wall in front of you. And from here, you're going to stretch one leg and keep your toes on the floor. So just stretch one leg and keep your toes on the floor. Any leg. Good. So now you're going to slide your toes to the right, back to center, and slide the toes to the left. Okay, so you're not lifting your leg. Your legs stay down and your toes are touching the floor when you slide it towards the right and towards the left. But try not to move your trunk. Keep that stability. Use your hands to push the floor. But now I want you to move your trunk. That means when your leg comes to the side, turn your head and do some side bending to look at your foot. And then bring the leg back and bring the spine back to center. And do the same to the other side. So you turn and do a side bending on your trunk to look at your foot. So when your foot comes to the right, you do a side bending to the right, you're stretching your left side. When your toes and your leg goes to the left, turn your head to the left and you do a side bending, you're stretching your right side. Yeah, exactly, just like that. All right, and then bring your leg back to center, bend your knee, and just lie it down a little bit on your child's pose to release. You can roll your hands a little bit, your wrists to release any tension on your hands. Breathe. Good, and let's go back to the all four position. And we got to do the same on the other side. So first, let's just find that neutral spine. Push your hands on the floor. And then the other leg that you haven't done yet, stretch your leg away, toes on the floor. And then you can move your leg to the right and slide your leg all the way to the left. Keep the neutral spine first. Breathe in and out. Just moving the leg. Good. All right, and now let's add your trunk. So turn, so you can see your toes when you come to the side, and then back to center, turn to the other side. So if your leg is to the left, you turn to the left. When your leg is to the right, you turn and look to the right. So you're doing some side bending on your trunk. Breathe in and out. Keep pushing your hands on the floor. One more on the one more each side. And then bring your knee back and sit down on your child's pose. One more. Release your hands. Take a nice breath. You can roll your hands. Good. And let's come up a little bit. You can sit over your heels, over your feet. Good. And let's just stretch a little bit more the wrist because you're going to come back to the same position. So place the back of your hand towards the floor and press a little bit down to feel some nice stretching. And you can swap the other hand, or you can do both hands at the same time. We're just trying to release a little bit that tension because we need to go back to the same position. All right, and then let's go back to your all fours. Got a little bit more to do on the same position. Good. So with the neutral spine, lengthening from the top of your head all the way to your tailbone, we're going to switch forwards and backwards without moving, without curving your spine. So keep the same spine when you move your body forwards and backwards. So you might feel a little bit more on your wrist when you go forwards. And then you're going to release your wrist when you come down to your toes, to your heels, and carry on. Breathe in and out. Next time you come to the center, stop. And let's do the same to the right and left side. So put your weight on the left side, left hand, left leg. Come back to center and to the right. And just reaching right and left. Release one side, push into the floor to the opposite side. And then stop in the middle. Good. I want you to take one of your legs to the side. So you're going to open one leg to the side. So you've got two hands, one knee, and one foot. Good. More or less in line with your hips. And then you're going to go back the same we did before. We're going to switch forwards and backwards. But now you've got your leg on the side. You're going to feel different on that hip. So make sure you feel comfortable for your leg. If you need to bring your leg back, you do. Otherwise, keep your feet on the floor. Switch it forwards and backwards. Breathe in and out. And then next time you come back to the center, stop in the center. Stop in the middle. Same side, you got your leg. You're going to lift your arm up towards the ceiling. So same side, your leg. Lovely. Reach up, breathe, open your chest. Good. What you're going to do now, you're going to exhale, bringing your arm under your body. So you're going to send the arm to the other side. So get your back of your hand on the floor and slide underneath your body. Get your elbow on the floor, and you can get lower and lower until your shoulder and maybe the top of your head touch the floor. So you are like sliding in a weird position on the floor. Good. And then push your hand on the floor to come up. And send the same arm all the way up toward the ceiling again. Opening your chest. Breathe. Good. And then bring your hand back to the floor. Stop in the middle. All fours again. Bring your leg back. and release on your child's pose. Good job. Breathe. Breathe a little bit. Good. And let's come back to your all fours. You got the other side to do. So first thing you do is change legs, send the other leg to the side. So you've got two hands, one knee and one foot on the floor. And start switching your body forward and backwards. Switch forwards and backwards. Every time you go backwards, release that tension on your hands. Breathe in and out. Try to keep your heel on the floor. So that leg that is on the side, keep the side of the foot, your toes and your heels on the floor. Good. And then stop back in the middle. Neutral position. Same side, same arm that you got your leg open. You send your arm up towards the ceiling. Open your chest. Inhale. When you exhale, start bringing your arm back all the way underneath you. So the back of the hand goes on the floor and keep sliding the arm until you get your shoulder on the floor and you might have your head as well. It's that side twist, weird position. But it's nice stretch for your shoulder, for the side, for your leg. And then use the arm to push yourself up and send the arm all the way back to the ceiling where it was before. Breathe. And then slow exhale, bring your arm down to the floor, place your hand on the floor, bring your leg back and release once more on your child's pose. Good. You can move your hands if you want to. You can keep your knees together or wide so you can get low on the floor. Breathe. Good job. And then start coming back. And now we are not going to be on the hands anymore. We're going to give it time for your wrist. Let's come back to your elbows and to your forearms. Good, so let's place elbows and forearms on the floor and start sliding your knee back. You can slide slowly your knees back until you are like in a mini plank. Good, hold your belly on that mini plank. And from here you can stay there, that is already working on your core, or you can stretch your leg, tuck your toes, stretch the other one, that you are on that plank. So you got your elbows and your toes and stay there. Breathe. Send the crown of your head towards the wall in front of you. Good. Stay, hold and breathe. One more breath. And then allow yourself to drop down slowly. Come all the way down your legs and your belly and your chest. And you can release on the way down. All right, good. Now I can see you, Melanie. Good. Okay. All right, place your forehead on your hands. You might close your eyes if you want to. Take a time, breathe. Note your breathing on this position. All right, and slowly send your arms overhead on the floor. So your arm's going to be in front of you, but still on the floor, palm of your hands on the floor. Nice way, you don't need to stretch anymore, just place them forward on the floor. And from here, we're going to send your your chest and your head a little bit up, like one hand off the floor, and then release on the way down. It's a time movement. Inhale when you come up. And exhale when you come down. You're not going too high. Keep the lower rib cage still touching the floor. And try to use as less as your arms possible. So try not to use much your arms to push and lift. Try to use your trunk to come up. Make sure you got a really long line from the neck to your back without doing some bending, some extension for your neck. Just keep a long neck. Next time you come up, stay up. So your face is a little bit off the floor now. Take the right arm up as well. So keep the left one down. Send the right arm towards your leg. Breathe. And bring all the way back your arm. And then release yourself down the floor. So come up again, your head and your trunk. Inhale. Stay up. Lift your left arm off the floor. Send your left arm circle all the way to your leg. Touch your leg. Bring your arm all the way back and release yourself on the floor. Let's do one more each side. Head and trunk up. Inhale. Lift the right arm up. Reach. Send the right arm all the way to the side. Bring the right arm all the way back. Release yourself down the floor. And then again, inhale to bring your head and your chest up. Lift the left side. Bring your left arm all the way to your leg. And then back. And then release on the floor. So you can carry on doing one side each time. Or we can go for both arms, okay? So I'm going to show you both arms. So inhale to bring your chest, your head, and your arms up off the floor. Send both of your arms towards your legs. And then bring both of your arms forward where they were before and release on their way down. Let's try one more. Inhale up, arms and trunk. Exhale, send your arms back towards your legs. Inhale, bring your arms forward. Exhale on the way down. And go one more because I'm going to be watching you. Go by yourself one more time. Good. Keep the head and the chest up. Bring the arms back. And release on the way down. Well done. All right, stay down the floor. And let's just release your lower back. So use your hands to push yourself on the floor to come back to that child's pose and release a little bit on that position. It's the best way to release and stretch the lumbar spine. Breathe. Good. And from here, you can just come back to your side. You're going to lie down your sides. Yes. And to start with, we're going to do the book opening just to have some nice stretch and release when it's on the side. And we're going to do the normal one today. So just make sure your knees are together in front of your hips. Both of your arms can be on the floor in front of you. Or your lower arm can be under your head. Whatever you feel better, just release your head and hands on the floor together. And then inhale to bring your arm up toward the ceiling. And exhale to drop your arm behind you. Your eyes gaze are following you, your arm. And stay there. Take one deep breath. And when you exhale, bring your arm back. Use your chest and your shoulder to bring the arm all the way back. Good. And let's do one more. Inhale up. Exhale to drop. Let's stay a little bit longer on that position. Just allow yourself to stay there. Your arms should be comfortable. If it's not touching the floor, it's fine. Take a nice deep breath and slowly bring your arm all the way back. Good. All right, and then from here, you're going to come onto your elbow. So onto your side, you're going to place your forearm and your elbow on the floor. Good. And then you're going to keep your legs a little bit bent today. Good. So elbow underneath your shoulder, make sure that is there. Waist off the floor, top hand might touch the floor to help you to keep that balance. And let's float the top leg. So you don't have the leg straight today. Remember the side kicking. You're going to do like the side kicking. You're going to come forwards and your leg bent backwards. But today we don't have the legs straight. Legs bent forwards, leg bent backwards. Go as far as if you can keep that balance. Your abs is working. You shouldn't keep that too hard, but enough to keep contra, engage the abs to help you to stay up there. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Good. The next stretch your legs a little bit more. Now your leg might be straight and your leg forward and the leg backwards. Inhale when you go forwards. Exhale when you go backwards. You can bend your toes forward and point your toes backwards if you want to. Just a few more. Good. Keep that control. One more. And then release that leg. Good. And then push yourself to a sitting position. And you are on your mermaid, right? So let's stay on the mermaid. So one leg in front of you, the other one bent to the side. If you want to sit over a cushion, go ahead and take one. Otherwise, just try to find that sit bones as best as you can. One side will be higher than the other, one is fine. All right, raising yourself, sitting tall. Same side, you got your leg in front of you. You're going to place your hand on the floor and then stretch the other arm up. That hand is on the floor. Push on the floor to send your hips down, your sit bones down. Good, and have a nice stretch on the upper side. So when you breathe in here, allow your breath to come to the side of the rib cage. Good, and come back to the top, the center, and let's go to the other side one time. Good, you cannot go too down this side. Breathe. And come back to center, one more to that side again. Reaching up. Good. And the top head now come down next to each other. So got both hands on the floor, make sure they are parallel. And try to get your shoulders parallel to your hands as well. So you're facing your mat. Good. So from here, I'm going to start articulating your spine. So what you can do, you can drop your head, sending your sit bones down, belly button in, so you're arching your back. Your head down, exhale this position. Push your hands on the mat. Push. Good. And to change, use your hands to pull down the floor. Start lifting your head. Lift, open your chest. Breathe in. So you're extending, doing some extension for your back. And let's keep it going from one to the other one. So now push your hands on the floor. Dropping your head. Sit bones get close to the floor. Exhale, belly button in. And then use your hands to pull yourself up, lifting, raising your head, open your chest. Inhale. And I want you to go one more each one. I just want to watch what you're doing. So just change one more time. Good, perfect. Exhale when you go there. Belly button in. And then use your hands to pull. Start lifting slowly your head. Yeah, breathe in on that position. Lovely. Really good job. All right, and come back to center between these two extremes. So use one hand to push yourself, the other one come around, and you are back on center. And we can just turn around. We are going down to the floor first, okay? So let's go back to the floor. Yes, good. So we are on the other side now, and we are ready to do the book opening. Knees together in front of your hips. Arms might be together. Release your head on the floor or on your arm. Good. And then inhale, bring your arm up toward the ceiling. Exhale to open the arm behind you. And stay there a little bit. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale to bring your arm back. Use your chest and your shoulder. Arcing your arm all the way back. Good. And we go one more. Inhale up. Rotate, allow your back to roll back. And then stay there a little bit longer now. Taking some breaths. Use that space you got on the side of the rib cage to direct your air on your lungs. Take one more breath. Inhale. And when you exhale, you bring your arm all the way back. Good job. Okay, and from here, you're going to come to your side, onto your elbow for arm on the floor. Good. And like before, we're going to start to feel legs a little bit bent. So make sure you got a line on your elbow and your shoulder. Place your hand nice on the floor. The top hand might be on the floor as well. Waist off, long line. Work on your abs. Float the top leg. Good. And let's move it forwards and backwards. So now about 90 degrees on your knees or about. Just sending forwards and backwards. Inhale forwards, maybe exhale backwards. Might be the best way to breathe. Lovely. Good. A few more of them. Good. And now let's keep it going, but try to stretch the leg now. And you keep the legs straight, same like before. Inhale forwards, exhale backwards, the legs straight. You might bend your toes when it comes forwards. You might point your toes when you go backwards. Inhale and exhale. One more. And exhale all the way. And then release and use your arms to push to a sit position. Good. Good. So first we need to find that sit bones. And then try to sit over them. Sending the curl of your head towards the ceiling. Breathe. Same side, you got your leg in front of you. Place your arm on the floor. And the other arm come up and around and stretch. Use that hand on the floor to push a little bit, allowing you to bring that hip, that tailbone, that sit bone down on the floor. Okay? And use your breath to come over here on the side, open that side of the rib cage. Good. And then push your hand on the floor to come up. Breathe and exhale to the other side. You cannot go too far. Just a little bit stretch on the opposite side. Breathe in and out. Come back to center. And then you go one more to the other side. Place your hand, arm over, stretch. Good. And now bring that top hand next to the other hand. You can just move a little bit your hands to make them parallel to your shoulders. Your eyes are looking down to your mat. Long spine. So let's start pushing your hands on the floor to allow your arc in your back. Drop your head, belly button in. You exhale. So you're flexing your spine. Exhale in that position. Pushing your hands on the floor. Good. So now slowly pull your hands. When you pull your hands, you allow your head to come up. Opening your chest. Breathe in. It's an extension for your spine. Good. Open forward. Looking forward. And let's go again. Push your hands on the mat to curl your spine. Drop your head. You might send your tailbones down as well. Belly button in. Exhale. Good. And then pull your hands to come up slowly. Lifting your heads. Good. Opening your chest. Breathe in. Looking forward. And go one more time. Let's change one more for a flexion of spine. I'm just watching you now. Good. Curling that spine. Belly button in. Exhale. Good. And then pull your hands slowly to lift your head and your shoulders and you open your chest. Look into the wall in front of you. Breathe. Good. And then bring yourself to a neutral between these two extreme position. One hand on the floor, the other one come up and around until you sit down tall again. Good job. Let's undo your legs. Lovely. We're gonna roll down, so we're gonna just sit a little bit with your legs bent. Make sure you got space behind you. We're gonna do some rolling up and down here, okay? So place both of your hands on the back of your thighs, close to your knees, and feel that connection here. Good. We're just gonna roll down and up like in the normal way you do. Inhale first to lift your spine. When you exhale, start rolling your spine down through your pelvis, chin down, chin to your chest. Exhale, go really slowly, and your legs are the last one to come. Allow your legs to come really slowly as well. Good. All right, gonna come up and sit down. Inhale. When you exhale, chin to your chest, pushing your hands so your legs are doing the work. Use your legs to push your arms and your shoulder until you come up and sit tall. Sit tall again. Inhale. And let's go back. Rolling, arcing your spine, belly button in. Release your head, stretching your arms, your legs are the last one. All the way down to the floor. Good. So you can keep it going doing with your legs assistant, or stretch your legs away and also stretch your arms away overhead. So what we're gonna do is rolling up and down with your legs straight now, okay? Yeah, I can see both of you are going for that, so great. So inhale to bring your arms up towards the ceiling. When you exhale, send your arms and your hands towards your feet, chin to your chest, and keep rolling your spine, vertebra by vertebra. Keep it going until you go forward, go over that ball. Remember that ball? Keep it going forward, close to your feet, and then inhale to sit down tall. Good, let's go feel more of that. Exhale to roll down. You can go on your own pace, but try to go slowly. That's much better for your core control. Send your arms overhead when you get to the floor. And then inhale, bringing your arms towards the ceiling. And exhale, sending your arms towards your feet. Chin down, rolling, rolling. Go forward. Over that ball, that was squeezing that ball, belly button in. Come up and sit down, tall, inhale, and let's go one more. Rolling down. Go really slowly. That's the last one. Just try to go slower than before. Core control on that one. Good, you can see it, lovely. Keep it doing that speed, it's lovely. Good. Oh, Melanie, well done. Send your arms overhead. And take a breath, release. And just stay down there on the floor and take a breath. And let's bend in your knees, feet on the floor. Bring your arms back. You can hold onto your legs. Rock a little bit side to side. Let's just sit down on the supine position a little bit. Breathe in and out. Good. All right, let's place your feet down on the floor. We've got a little bit more work to do before we finish. You still got 6 minutes. Okay, let's do it then. We're going to do some bridging, all right? So your feet shouldn't be too far away. So bring your feet a little bit close to you. And your knees hip distance apart. Release your arms on the side. Good. We're going to do the normal bridging. So inhale first. Prepare. When you exhale, press your feet down, sending your knees over your feet, reaching up. Release any tension you might have on your chest. So chest down, pelvis up. Take a nice deep breath up there. When you exhale, breathe down slowly, vertebra by vertebra. Articulate your spine all the way down. Good, until your pelvis reach the floor. Let's go again. Inhale and exhale to bridge up. Use your legs, send your knees over your toes. Release your shoulders. Stay up there. We're going to stay a little bit longer now, taking some breaths. But don't allow your pelvis to drop. Keep pushing up. So you're working on your glutes, you work on your legs. Release any tension you might have on your shoulder or chest. Inhale. When you exhale, let's bridge down vertebra by vertebra. Slowly, slowly. Good. And bring your knees to your chest just for one hug. Because they're going to carry you on. Got one more bridge to do. All right, release the legs back there. Same position like before. Hips distance apart. Toes and feet not too far. Take a nice deep breath. Good. And let's go. Exhale to bridge up. Stay up there. Just your chest. Now we're going to keep taking one leg off the floor, 1 foot off. So you're going to inhale to lift one leg. Exhale to bring that leg down and change. Inhale up, swap leg, exhale down. And let's keep it going a little bit more. But every time you do your leg, keep your pelvis as high as possible. So use the opposite leg, the leg that is standing on the floor, to push your pelvis up. And make sure you're breathing. Inhale up, exhale down. Release your arms. You're not using your arms to push. You use your legs. One more each leg. And then you're going to take another breath and exhale to roll your spine all the way down. Good job. And bring your knees to your chest to a hug. To hug. Rock side to side. Release. Good. Let's have a nice stretch here. So place your feet down the floor. Legs together, knees together. Wide your arms on the floor. Drop both of your legs together to the same side. And you can turn your head to the opposite side. So it's a side stretch. Enjoy that position. Release any tension you might have. Breathe through your nose. Expand the side and the back of the rib cage. Exhale, feel that dropping everything inside. Good, and let's bring your legs back, center, head as well, and let's change sides. Legs the other side, turn the head, release and stay there. Good, carry on, breathe in and out. Good, and bring your legs back to center. I'm not sure you can hear me, just 1 second. Faye, can you hear me? Yeah, okay, I don't know what happened to my TV. I was watching you on my TV, but that just came off. All right, okay. So just place your feet where it was, knees hip distance apart, and bring your hands on the back of your head. So before we finish, we're just gonna do some chest lift, okay? But easy one, easy one. The normal one first. Shoulders off, elbows off the floor. Inhale to prepare. When you exhale, you're gonna come up, hold yourself up, send your hands to your knees, touch your knees. Send your hands behind your head again, and then roll your spine all the way down. Good, and let's carry on. Exhale to come up, looking at your knees. Inhale, sending your arms towards your knees, touch your knees. Exhale, bring your hands behind. Inhale to roll down. And you're ready to go again. Exhale up, go slow. Inhale to touch your knees. Exhale, bring your hands back. And then inhale, rolling down. One more. Just one more. Inhale to reach your knees. Exhale to bring your arms back. And then all the way back. Good. And stay down there. And bring your knees to a tabletop. Placing your hands on the back of your thighs, close to your knees. We're going to do one more roll up to sit down. One more roll up. Good. And then you sit down. Good. And cross your legs. Sitting over that sit bones. Good. And just to start to finish with, I want you to place your left hand on your right knee and your right arm behind you. But before you go behind, raise yourself up towards the ceiling, reach your arm behind you and stay there. Breathe. Breathe. Good. And then undo your arms, bring yourself back to the center. Right hand on your left knee. And then raise yourself, go tall first, breathe, and then left hand behind you on the floor to hold that position and stay there and breathe. Good. And slowly bring yourself back to center. Release. Let's just roll your shoulders back. Open your chest. When you roll, breathe. Good. Release your arms. Just a little bit your head. Side stretch. Right. Stretch on your neck. Not much. Just feel that stretch. Breathe in and out. Good. And then release your hand on the front, roll forward to the side, stop and come back, rolling forward, stop on the side. Just to stretch the back of your neck. And then you can just stop in the middle and shake it out because we finished and you're ready for your day. Thank you very much for coming today. Have a lovely week. Have a lovely Easter break. Take care and see you next time. Bye-bye.